Today we're going to cover runner safety, and I'm going to tell you about all the hottest gear to keep you protected and keep you safe out there. You don't want to miss it. Stay tuned. Hey, how's it going? So I just wanted to talk about this very important subject for us as runners, especially during this COVID season. I have found myself running more and more alone. I'm pretty much a lone runner anyway. I love running with groups, but just the way my schedule works and, during the week, I mostly run alone. And sometimes I wake up and it's dark outside and I still want to run outside because the weather is nice. So mostly when I wake up and it's still dark, I'll just do the treadmill because I don't want to run outside in the dark by myself. But the thing is that male or female, but I know women in particular, we have a thing about feeling safe. So it might make you feel like you need to take some other precautions for your safety. And so that's what we're going to cover today. And the things that I'm going to cover are more for risk aversion because risk elimination is not possible. There's always some risk when you go out, even if you go out during the day in high traffic areas, which is most recommended, there's still always some risk there. But you want to avert some of that risk by taking some precautions so that you can run safely and feel better when you're running. We are going to go over some safety tips, and at the same time I'm going to give you some recommendations and some links in the description below that can help you be more efficient in these safety areas. So let's get started. But before we move on, please, if you have not already, subscribe, hit that subscribe button and hit that bell as well so you know when I upload new videos. I upload videos every Wednesday, but there will be some bonuses during the week here and there, so you don't want to miss it when I upload a new video. So please make sure you subscribe, hit that subscribe button, and also hit that bell. The first tip I have for risk aversion and safety tips is to run with pepper spray. The thing about pepper spray is that it will give you more time if you are attacked to get away. If you're running in a secluded area where there might be a lot of wildlife or there are a lot of spots where you can't see and you don't know what could come out at you, those are the areas where you want to have something like pepper spray in order to protect yourself if you were attacked. So for my pepper spray, this is my running belt, my spy belt that I use to carry my phone and everything when I'm running. And so as you can see, I actually have a little pocket on the side. I bought this extra pocket. So if you have a spy belt, you're probably like, why does she have so many pockets? You can buy this extra pocket for a spy belt and slip it right on. But inside this pocket is where I put my little Keychain Mace. It's very small. You can see it here. And it sprays about 5 feet. So I figure that's pretty good. And I think they told me I can get about 5 to 6 sprays out of this. So it's not a ton. Hopefully I'm not using pepper spray to that extent that I need a lot. But I just need enough so that I can get away. And if something were to happen, this is just another tool that I have. So, and it's very small and compact, so it doesn't affect me or bother me at all when I'm running. So I really like this. Oop. I really like the spray. Also in the description below, I put a link to this really cute Sabre running pepper spray, runner's pepper spray. And I said it's cute because it's pink, but guys, don't worry. They also have it not in pink. It's like black and red or something. But it just goes onto your hand. If you feel like that's more accessible to you than having it in a little pouch on your waist, then that would be a better way to go. So the link to both of those pepper sprays are below, but there are a ton more options out there. But pepper spray is definitely a recommendation for your runner safety. The next recommendation is to run with a runner safety device. And what I mean by this is something that makes noise. Actually, that pepper spray link that I believe is down below, it also gives you like an alarm that you can hit in order to get some noise around you. But that's the point. I gave a couple of links below to a couple of options for basically something that will make noise. One of them is a small alarm. It can go on your wrist or on your arm, or you can just hold it in your hand, or you can strap it to you. But it is just a very loud alarm. You press the button it's like a panic button. So that's one option. And then there's another that looks almost like a little remote control, and it has a basically like a pin in it. And if you pull the pin, that thing is going off. So you don't have to press a button or anything. Check those out. Check out other options as well. But getting something that makes some noise would be a good idea. So the next thing I want to talk about is headphones. Now, I am a runner. I need something in my ear. That's part of my comfort of running. It's part of my routine. I either like to run to music or audiobook or a podcast or something in my ear. And it's part of how I get through my runs. As you saw in my previous video, I talked about that. So running safely with headphones, though, is the key. If I'm running with, these are my running headphones for the most part. And if I'm running on the road, I try to put one headphone, I'll tuck it in my sports bra like this, and I will run with one headphone in, okay? Because you can hear your music, you can hear whatever you're listening to, but you can also hear if somebody's running up on you, walking up on you, you can hear what's going on the road, you can hear somebody shouting. You can be more aware of what is going on around you if you just wear the one headphone. Those are my recommendations. If you're going to run with headphones, then you need to make sure that you can still hear and still be aware of what's going on around you. The recommendation is not to run with anything at all, but if you are like me and you need a little something, then definitely one headphone, keep your volume low so that you can hear and be aware of what's going on around you. All right, so the next running tip is to ensure that you run safely if you must run at night. So if you must run in the evenings or at night or early in the morning before the sun comes up, there are some precautions that you should take when running in that kind of environment. First of all, bring your own light. And you can do this in in a variety of different ways. Some people choose the headlamp, in which I have a link below. Very inexpensive way to bring light, and it also gives you like your own little headlight so that when you're running, cars can see you, other people can see you, and then it's hands-free, so you don't have anything. But if you don't mind holding something in your hands, I also put a link below to the Knuckle lights, and they're super bright, and they last a long time. Very bright LED lights. You put them in your hand and you run with them, and they emit a light as you run. You also want to make sure that you have on bright clothing or reflective gear. So I also put a link to a reflective vest that is very much top rated, and it also has like little pockets where you can put your keys and stuff, but it's a full upper body vest so that people can see you. And then something that I don't use often because I told you all I don't run at night very often, but I was given this as a gift and I have used it a couple times, and I'm probably gonna end up doing like a full review on it. But this is the Nox Gear Tracer 360. And it actually lights up. So this is a pretty expensive option. I put the link below. It is the most expensive option out of all of the nighttime running, light yourself up options. And this is on your back. And so if I press the button here, I don't know how well you can see it on the screen. And hopefully I'll be putting a clip about here where you can see me running in the dark with it. But this is an awesome thing. When I wear this, I know I'm seen. I feel seen. If you want to make this investment, this is a good one. And if you already have one, tell me what you think of it in the comments below. I like to know what other people, what like regular night runners think of that. But I thought it was a really cool idea and a really cool thing. So I'm pretty happy with it. So when you're running at night, or really when you're running any time of day, take your phone. Your phone is your number one safety thing. And they have so many different ways that you can carry your phone. They have armbands, they have waistbands, they have so many different options. And I'll put the link to the spy belt, which I wear, down below. And I'll also cover this in a gear video that I plan to do. But the spy belt, you can buy different accessories to make it usable in different ways. I told you I bought the extra pouch. I have water bottles to this. I have the bib holders for when I do my races. This is a wonderful belt. It's called a spy belt. So I will put the link to that below. Take your phone. You need it. It's very key to your safety while you're out there. It's your number one safety item. And if you're going to run at night, and if you're running any time of day, really, you need to tell at least one person where you're running. And I actually just discovered during my research for this safety video, this app that will actually allow you to link someone to you. And they have 3 options. One is you're fine, it's green. One is yellow, that means it says follow me. And that means that you feel like you see something or you feel something that doesn't feel right. So it kind of alerts the person, watch me a little bit because something might not be a little right. And then it has a red button, which is the emergency SOS that will get you help, that will notify authorities and also notify that person. So this is a wonderful way to stay linked. Check out the app. I will put the link to it below. And let me know how it works out for you. Another thing that is important when you're running and being safe is having an identification on you. If something happens and you pass out, or if God forbid you are attacked, you need something that first responders or whoever is trying to help you can identify who you are and who they need to contact for you. So I got a RoadID bracelet, and the link is in the description below. But here's my RoadID bracelet. I got to block all my information, but all it has is my name and my husband and my mom's phone numbers. I didn't get you can get one for a little more money that has your address and everything on it, but I just felt like if you can call my husband, then he will tell you where to bring me, or I can end up at home. So I didn't want all my information on the bracelet, but I just usually put it on with my run watch like this. It is pretty convenient. I don't feel anything. Very good thing to have, because this keeps you from having to have your state ID or an identification that you don't want to lose. So this just makes it so that you have an ID just for running. These are very, very good for runner safety. So the last thing I really want to talk about is self-defense. So you have all those things in place, but the bottom line is if you have to throw those hands, you just got to throw those hands. Taking a self-defense class is always a recommendation. It's something that I'm looking into doing myself. But in the meantime, just remember to hit the attacker in soft targets, such as their groin, their face, or their neck. Those are the places that you want to aim for if you want to make an impact, if you want your punches to have an impact. I put a couple of self-defense products to help you out. There's one that's a mini taser. It's so tiny, but it packs a lot of punch. So if you need to, if you feel like you need something like that as a weapon, you can get that in the description below. And I'm sorry, y'all. I have this that is strapped to my spy belt, and it's on there pretty good. I don't worry about losing it, and it's just a little blade that I have. I think it's a deterrent more than anything, because I wear it right on my belt, so I let people know I'm strapped. So that is up to you. So if something like this will make you feel a little more secure, then I'll put a link to a couple in the description below, but that's just something that makes me feel a little better for when I'm out there by myself. All right, so overall, hopefully you got something out of this video, something that's going to help you feel a little better when you're running and make you safer when you're running. All those things I gave you in the video, please remember them, because we want to see you at that finish line. We don't want something to happen to you between the start and the finish. Those are my running tips. If you like this video, please hit the subscribe button and tune in next time for more running conversation. And the bottom line for safety is trust your gut. If something doesn't feel right, it probably isn't. So stay safe out there, y'all, and see you next time.